So last Friday's show was such a success, we decided, you know what? Chase Senior, Trizzy Trace, we're going live again, and it's going up on a Friday. You're watching the San Francisco 49ers Report. I am Chase Senior, no matter where you are or how you're tuned in. Greatly appreciate all of you for making today's show a part of your day. We're really trying to get you set up for the weekend, and if you're going to have a happy hour, go out tonight. This is your happy hour, so you can start to get the drinks flowing with us and get informed as to what's going on with all things Niners throughout this 2023 NFL offseason. Free agency still in full swing. NFL draft coming up at the end of April. We'll talk about it all here on today's live show. Before we get started, myself and Trace want to thank all of you for supporting the show, for watching us, for subscribing, for continuing to make this the largest independently run Niners channel on YouTube. Last night, got the notification we reached 80,000 subscribers. It would not be possible with everybody out there just continuing to support us. We greatly so appreciate all of you. So thank you so much. And now, the next big goal, 100,000 subscribers. Let's get a plaque. Once we reach that milestone, YouTube will send us a plaque. 1%er of YouTubers, they get that plaque for 100K. We're shooting for that next. So give me some 80s down in the comment section. Also, stay tuned because as I said a couple of weeks ago when we were on this push to 80,000 subscribers, we're going to get a Jerry Rice jersey. We're going to celebrate once we get that jersey. The order is in, and we're going to have a bunch of fun here on the 49ers Report. With that, let's ask you this. Where are you on this Friday afternoon? We're coming to you from the Chat Sports Studios, but where are you? A couple of our commenter MVPs already in the chat. Chua Larry Fort, Primetime Fitz, Lyle, Eddie, John Wallace, Jonathan Santiago, Alex Martin, Big Nick. Primetime Fitz is in Springfield, Missouri. Now those are starting to come in. So we have Fitz in Springfield, Jermaine in Louisiana, Ernesto giving us that 80K. Alex Martin, hospital having a baby. Alex, I hope everything goes well. What? Congratulations to you and your family.
Alex.
Yeah, Lyle, tuned in from Maryland. JC is at work. Hey, we're getting you to the weekend there, JC. Philadelphia from my guy Desmond. Grew up in Westchester. Lived on 19th and Cecil B. on Temple's campus back several years ago. John Wallace, Durham, North Carolina. Out of Oakland, Cali. What up, Niners faithful and Chat Sports family? We have Rich Merck. Rugby UK. Awesome stuff right there. Hamilton City, California from Chua. Terrion Porter is in Phoenix, Arizona. And because Alex is about to have a baby, why don't we just type Alex in the chat? We can type Alex in the chat. Getting set to have that baby. Bryant Coard is here, so our two Super Chat MVPs from last week, in addition to John Aiello and Bryant and John Wallace, both here. Larry Fort saying 200K. Hey, someday we are going to get there. Jonathan Santiago saying Alex Bryant, Alex Primetime Fitz, Alex Jeff Swartz, Alex. Congratulations, Alex, having that baby. Hopefully it all goes well, safely. You end up having a seamless process there. Jermaine, Georgetown. Alex, What Noodle 187 is back. What's up, What Noodle? Eddie Hernandez typing that Alex as well. Rich, tuned in from the UK. So this is what we want everybody to do right now continuously. Congratulations to Alex, him or her, having a baby. Not sure if he is the husband and the wife is having a baby or if Alex is a girl having a baby. I guess just let us know. Type Alex to congratulate him on having a baby or her on having a baby. Congratulations to y'all. Another member of the faithful family. And thanks for watching the 49ers Report from the hospital bed. So appreciate all of you for being with us. There's a lot to get into. Alex Martin, the husband. So we got the graphic right. Producer Trizzy Trace, he's on it. He just had that sense that Alex was the husband. Petaluma from Holland Tracy. What's up, Chase? Congrats, Alex from King Malibu. 85. Is that 85 for George Kittle? I have a feeling that it is. Speaking of George Kittle, is he your favorite Niner of all time? If not, who is? That's my question here to my right. Who's your favorite Niner of all time? I got to go Jerry Rice. And once we get that Jerry Rice jersey for 80,000 subs, it's going to be a party here on the show. Not sure what we're going to do. We could do like 80 beers in 80 minutes, something like that. We're going to find something to do around 80 for 80,000 subscribers. Yeah, you know, Baby Cakes might say 80 Bleezies, but I'm not sure that that's a possibility. Jermaine, Steve Young, Steve Cass, the GOAT, Joe Montana, Jerry Rice from Alex, Primetime and Bryant, Joe Montana, Logan, Ronnie Lott, Wet Noodle, Jerry Rice or Ronnie Lott, David Blanco, Frank Gore, Joe McIntyre, yo, Chase, my bro, 80K. My man, we appreciate you, Joe McIntyre. You're an OG. King Malibu, Chase, I was born in 85. Jerry Rice, my favorite Niner, and so is Kittle. Two GOATs right there. Patrick Willis from Juan. Patrick Willis from Len. Garrison Hurst from Eddie. Tom McBride. Tom Rathman. Larry Fort. Jerry Rice, the GOAT, baby. No, Joe. We appreciate you. All right, if you want to join the show today, make sure you use the hashtag 49ers. Better yet, Super Chat to get featured here on the program. Most importantly, though, you got to hit that thumbs up icon and like the video. 130 people watching live, only 22 likes. That number, folks, not good enough. Here is our Super Chat menu. If you send in $5, a Niner mug cheers. $10, Trace shots. $20, a Niner mug chug. If you send in $50, shotgun or a freedom funnel. If you send $80 in to celebrate 80,000 subscribers, myself and Trace will send you a digitally signed photo of us on the set. Or if you send me a $500 Venmo, we will get you a custom Niners jersey with your name and your number on it. Whatever number you want, we got you. Whatever name you want, we have you covered as well. And I'll tell you this, if we get to like $1,500 in Super Chats, we're going to get John Wallace's own jersey as well. How about that? John Wallace for being an OG. I think that's pretty fair right there. So that could be the John Wallace jersey fund. If you want to send me a Venmo, you see the QR code here, or we'll blow it up for you, make it even larger for you to scan it. If you do send us a Venmo or me a Venmo at Chase_Senior, just let us know here in the chat in case I miss it on my phone here, and we'll get you your jersey. Just got to let us know what you want. And if you send in a Super Chat for the first time, we have a custom graphic to celebrate you donating to the show for the first time. Nice little animation. We'll also ring this bell here, and we'll celebrate. We'll chant your name. We'll go nuts. Even if you send in a $1 Super Chat for the first time, we're going to celebrate you because we do appreciate all of your support here of the show. That's another reason why we've been able to get to 80,000 subscribers. So with that, if you're ready to start the show, I want you to hit that thumbs up icon and like the video. You saw the Super Chat menu right there. A couple of shows are live right now. Chicago Bears now has 200. Las Vegas Raiders Report live once again. Can we catch up to some of those channels? We'll give you those updated figures on those other guys maybe a little bit later on. But we're doing our own thing here on the San Francisco 49ers Report. AFX Apocalypse giving us an update on his girl problem. He had told us on Tuesday that he was talking to two sisters. So he follows up here and says, Chase, bad news. The girl thing went the worst way possible. F in the chat for me. Uh-oh. AFX, that doesn't sound good. Larry Fort, a lot of people forget about Roger Craig, who injured you. Oh! Bryant! 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 My man! All right, Bryant, I'll send that to you on Instagram. Trace, why don't you hop up on here? And we'll take the picture here. By the way, every $100 that we get, or 20 away, we're going to put on the Toby Willis motorcycle helmet.
Going to crack one of these for you, Brian. Appreciate you, brother.
Should I put the motorcycle helmet on for the picture? Y for yes, N for no. John Wallace with the 5. There it is. Tough week. John, are you all right, man?
Hey, bro.
He said, I'm finna donate to my cause. I'd love to do more. Tough week, but I'm giving anyway. Dude,
hey,
you don't have to give any more. You all right, John?
Don't give any more, please.
Hope you're all right. El Nano, shout out to the chat sports community. You think Burford can play right tackle and Feliciano right guard if McKivitz ain't looking right? I don't know if Burford's a right tackle. I like him more at that guard spot. John, you all right? Y for yes, N for no. Should I put on the motorcycle helmet for this picture? Let us know. Y for yes, N for no. Just type it into the chat here.
It's got to be a yes. It has to be.
Do you want it to be a yes?
Shout out Brian for checking in on
Alex Martin said yes. AFX said, Father Trace, can you adopt me, please?
I promise I don't have enough money to have a child.
Jonathan Jimenez, yes. Brian Cohart said no. He doesn't want the motorcycle helmet on, and he paid for the picture. So here we go.
Brian, can I cheers you at least?
Of course. I'll do a cheers, too. Niners. All right. We'll get that sent out to Brian. If you send in an $80 super chat to celebrate 80,000 subs, we'll send you a picture here on the show. King Malibu chasing the staff with your outlook on the quarterback issues. Look, I think it's going to be Trey Lance, Brock Purdy, and then Sam Darnold as the number 3. Throughout training camp, it's going to be Lance and Sam Darnold competing against one another. We're going to talk some Trey Lance trade ideas on today's show that was put together by Bleacher Report, that list. Wouldn't surprise me if it happened, but it really all depends on Brock Purdy's elbow. If he's ready for week 1, they might start him because they really like him. If he's not, don't rush it. AFX, bro, I'm 17. I can smuggle you some Starburst. Starburst pretty good.
Dude, if we're talking pink Starburst, we might be having a conversation, AFX.
Oh, John, I'm so sorry to hear that. He said, I'm good, tough breakup, but God is pruning me. Yes, it's going to make me stronger. Sorry to hear that, John. That's another reason why
keep flexing, John.
Donate to the John Wallace Jersey Fund. At some point, we're going to get John Wallace his own jersey.
Well, yeah, it has to. And we're going to wear it, obviously. Keep that flex going, John. Keep that flex going.
We'll go, John.
Nothing can keep you down, John Wallace.
Nothing can keep him down.
Not anything.
Everybody type John in the chat. That's our guy, the real one, the OG,
John,
the legend.
John.
As AFX pointed out, he's having some girl troubles as well. King Malibu, Wet Noodle, Alex Martin, El Nano, Rich Merck. All typing that John. Gump Wolf, John, Logan, John. We'll show you the Super Chat menu one more time, and then we'll get the official show started. Going to talk some Mike McGlinchey replacements at right tackle, the top remaining tackles out there in free agency. And then we'll talk some Trey Lance trade ideas. Here's our Super Chat menu. $15 away from putting on the Toby Willis motorcycle helmet. $5, Niner mug cheers. So for John.
Cheers, John.
Cheers, John. $10, Trace will take some shots. $20, a Niner mug chug. So you have the cheers and the chug on there. $50, shotgun or a funnel. $80 to celebrate 80,000 subs. We'll take a picture. We'll autograph it. We'll get it sent to you. We already did one for Bryant. We'll send him that a little bit later.
And then also, Chase, there's a really cool deal we're doing if you want to get a jersey.
Yeah, for sure. Oh, John Wallace! Another 10.
John!
Let's keep the good vibes going. I ain't made for this, or I ain't made it this far, that the story ain't over. Freddie Solomon, love y'all. Woman come and go, but God and friends remain. That's a pretty good point there.
I like that. I love the
positivity. John Wallace is a glass half full type of guy. John, you're going to be all right. You're going to land on your feet. These types of things happen. And you know what that means? She ain't the one for you.
Facts.
She ain't the one for you. That's all it is. Plenty of fish in the sea.
It's a big world out there, John.
Plus,
it's a big
how
world.
many people can say that they're a 49ers Report legend like you, where 80,000 subscribers know who they are?
Honestly,
pretty
it's
damn
her
cool.
loss. It's
pretty
her
damn
loss.
Cool. Her loss.
She gave up on a legend. That's her loss.
Damn right. Joe McIntyre for sure. Chase Real Talk. AFX shorter than Kyler Murray. Shoe size? Not good then, huh? Alex Martin. I see in the chat. Manu is tripping. Who's Manu? Is there a Manu in the chat? Steve Cass is here. Lance is going nowhere. As at the earliest, Brock may be available at the start of the season. I don't expect him to play until the third game at the earliest. What'd you say, Trace? Okay, cool. So Trace is going to go get his shots. We're $5 away from putting on the Toby Willis helmet. Every $100 will throw this on. It was certainly a hit last week, so we're down to do it again. GM Evan Hinders, he's back. He said friends are forever, no doubt. AFX. He's 5'7". King Malibu, Chase, you the man. Nah, King Malibu, you are the man. Everybody watching, you're the man. And for the women out there, we appreciate you too. So once Trace comes back, we'll get the official show started. $95 in super chats here in our build-up segment. As people get that notification, then they pile in. $80 super chat to celebrate 80,000 subs. We'll send you an autographed picture digitally. David Montez, I think we should get Lamar Jackson. We've done a couple of shows on that. If you want some more insight on my thoughts on that subject, you can go back and watch some of those videos. We did 2 of them.
Cheers, John.
Cheers to John.
Cheers.
Trey Shots with the 10. Juan, you're
Shout out to
7'5"? That's
What?
taller than Yao Ming.
No way.
That's nuts.
That's wild. There's no way. There's no way.
Brandon, don't call him
Right?
Cliff Kingsbury. Start Lance, let Brock heal, and then if Lance plays well, deal him midseason trade. If he plays well, can they unseat him as the starter? Can they even trade him? I mean, shoot, they used those 3 first-round picks to move up to get him, and if he's playing well, living up to expectations, finally in year 3, it might be hard to deal him away. GM Evan, I think Chase can dunk over Yao Ming. If I was on a ladder, Evan, for sure. Now, for me, my game, it's the sweet jumper. I hit the court last Sunday for the first time in a couple of months, man. I was all cotton. I was draining buckets from everywhere. It was elite.
I was going to say, my guy Chase Sr., I don't know if you've seen him hoop, but I mean, he played with the Harlem Globetrotters.
I did play with the Harlem Globetrotters at one point.
He was a Globetrotter at one point. I'm just saying.
No doubt.
I'm just saying.
By the way, too, shameless self-plug. For those of you who are baseball fans, a Reggie Jackson, Mr. October documentary came out on Amazon. Check it out. Just got released today. I had the pleasure of doing some voiceover work on the project, so you'll hear a familiar voice if you watch that documentary.
All right.
So
real quick, I'm gonna put somebody on blast here. So one of the homies, her name's Kennedy. She's watching the stream right now, and she said, "I really want to see you take a shot." Should she send in $10? I think she should.
I think she should. I think those are the rules.
I feel like you have to.
Yeah.
Right,
That's the
Kennedy?
rule, Kennedy.
Come on now. Come on.
Bryant, going to check that out. My man. Yeah, you'll see me in the credits. Me and my Temple classmate, actually, on the credits. Here you go right here. That's the Reggie documentary. My name on there, too, on the credits under the VO artists. So if you're looking for something to watch this weekend, there you go. Alex Martin said, yes, send it in, K. AFX said, is he old enough for her? I don't know. You're 17.
For her?
It depends on what state. Sometimes 17-year-olds are not legal. Sometimes they are. It's a state-by-state law.
I think in Texas you have to be 18.
I know that from working in the news business.
I think in Texas it has to be 18, and also kind of called dibs. So
David Montez, sorry I wasn't here. Did we sign anyone new? Not as of right now. The last signing was at least the notable one, John Feliciano, and then the edge rusher from Detroit. But other than that, we've covered them all. Jonathan Jimenez!
Wait. This
yes!
is the first time!
First time
This is
super
first
chatter!
time. Let's go!
Let's go!
Ring the bell! Get
Jonathan
the bell.
Jimenez! Jonathan Jimenez! Jonathan Jimenez! That's awesome, man. First time super chatter. We appreciate you for supporting the show. Jonathan, you're the man. And because of that, I'm going to crack my first drink. Trace has to take a shot. Jonathan, cheers. Bottoms up to you.
It doesn't get easier, I can tell you that.
Jonathan, 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 Jonathan.
You guys like this new graphic?
Graphic's
Y'all like
pretty
that?
dope.
It's pretty cool.
If you like the new graphic, like the video.
It's a good touch.
We're at 53 likes. I imagine a lot of you like it, right? So make sure you hit that thumbs up icon. You like the video.
Jonathan says, cheers, guys. Cheers to you, brother.
So that gets us past 100. We put on the Toby Willis motorcycle helmet.
This thing is so cool, dude. Look how fresh this thing is. I mean, this shit is dope.
Jonathan.
Jonathan.
Look at this thing.
It's so cool, man. It looks like it looks like a Nick Bosa helmet, man. It's fresh.
Every $100 we put on the Toby Willis helmet.
If we can get, hold on. Chase, you want to do a quick shot clock? If we can get to 100 again, I'll wear it the entire video while I produce it.
Wow. So if we get to $200, Trace will wear the Toby Willis helmet as he produces the entire next segment. So we'll put up a 1-minute shot clock here, and then we'll get the official show started.
Let's do it.
We're just hanging out with the people here. No biggie.
AFX wants me to take my shirt off again.
AFX.
He wants me to pop the top.
Pop your top.
Hey,
if we get to 500.
I was going to say 500. I'll pop my top at 500.
There you go.
I ain't scared.
$200 in Super Chats. We're at 105 right now. Trace will produce the whole next segment in the Toby Willis helmet. If we get to $500 total, then he's going to pop the top.
Eddie Hernandez, how do I donate? There's a little dollar icon under, like next to the like button, under the video. So click on that.
It's a rectangle with the dollar sign through it.
Yeah, or you can also Venmo. You can also Venmo if that's easier.
Also send me a Venmo at Chase_Senior.
Here's his Venmo. But you click that, you can leave him.
Gump! 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 All right. So that makes things interesting here.
Gump, are you from Alabama? Because I know that Bama fans call themselves Gumps.
See, look at Gump here. John, you will be fine. Chase and Trizzy are awesome. Gump Wolf, we really appreciate you.
Brandon said you didn't celebrate Stone Cold Steve Austin Day on March 16th. I'll make a deal. If we get to $1,000 in Super Chats when we log off, I will do the Stone Cold Steve Austin.
That's pretty elite.
Beer dump, and we'll tweet it out. We'll show a video on a future live show and everything.
Gump Wolf said he's from Ohio.
Okay, I was gonna say the Gump thing. That's why I was asking.
GM Evan Hinder, should the Niners trade for Desmond King? I don't think so. I think they're pretty set there, actually. David Montez, sorry for your loss. I'm glad you had great memories of your father. Oh no, what happened? What happened to David Montez?
David.
So glad to be a Niner fan. My dad was one for almost 60 years, just passed away about a month ago. Love you, Dad. Happy birthday. Birthday was a few days ago. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Mr. Montez. Happy birthday to you. Heavenly birthday to Mr. Montez. Your son David, killing the game right now.
He's crushing it.
Eddie! With the 5. Baby Cakes 420. We gave you a shout out a little bit earlier. I was talking about what we're going to do to celebrate 80,000 subscribers. We're there now, and we're not going to go back, of course, only up from here. We ordered a Jerry Rice jersey. We're waiting for it to come in. When it does come in, we're going to celebrate 80,000 subs. I'm just not sure what we're going to do. 80 beers in 80 minutes? Trace said 80 bleezies for Baby Cakes 420. I don't know if we can do that. Probably not. Unless. Happy birthday, Mr. Montez. See, everybody rallies around one another in the chat. That's what you love to see here. That's what you love to see. So, all right, up to 130 in soups. We got the 5 and the 10. So, Trace, did you do your shot? Oh, that's a mug cheers for me with the 5. That's good stuff. Yeah, we got the beer in the mug. We have the happy dad here. By the way, this is what I always say to people. You know, my mom passed away 5 years ago, coming up in July. All of us who have lost a parent, we're all like a part of this big family, right? We can all rally together because all of us kind of understand and know what one another is going through. So I've always kind of said that to people because when my mom passed away, I kind of realized that as well. It's like I feel so lonely. I'm not lonely because so many people who reached out to me also lost parents. So keep that in mind for those of you who have lost a parent. So our Super Chat menu is this. We're about to officially start the show. Only 6 people liked the video after we debuted our brand new first-time Super Chatter graphic.
Chase, unfortunately, I'm getting word from the bosses. We can't start until we're at least 75 likes.
75
That's
likes.
what I'm hearing.
We can't start the show until we get to 75 likes. We need 15 more. So make sure you smash that thumbs up icon. You like the video. King Dingy's in the house. Brandon Kingsbury, AFX, Baby Cakes. John Wallace. Mike Concho. Rick Torres, the man. He's here. Alex Martin, like that video, y'all. We got the 77 likes like it's nothing.
I mean, it's clockwork. It's
Johnny
clockwork.
Wallace with another 5. We'll go happy dad cheers here. Makes a good point. Sports more than a gathering place. We get to make memories. It's our Super Bowl year. This is what allowed me to fall in love with sports. And for me, it was really September 11th, which made me realize the power of sports. I was 9 years old at the time. Sports took a couple-week hiatus. And all I did was watch sports at that time when I was that young. And I realized, my goodness, what's going on in America must be really serious if sports are not being played. So what I realized when sports did come back, because that was the bit of respite, the escape that everybody needed to get our minds off of the tragic events of September 11th when so many people passed away, and obviously the circumstances so heartbreaking. Regardless of race, culture, political background, political affiliation, religion, sexual preference, whatever, people come together when it comes to sports. Sports, music, and food, really the 3 areas there. For instance, if I'm at a game and we're at Levi's Stadium, Niners score a touchdown, I don't care what you look like. I don't care who you voted for in a presidential election. I don't care who you're dating. I don't care who you are. If the Niners score a touchdown, we're high-fiving. We're celebrating.
Let's do it.
So here are our Super Chat goals for today. $500 in total. Trizzy will take off his shirt. He's mean. $1,000. Stone Cold Steve Austin cheers. If we get to $1,500, John Wallace gets a custom jersey. We're at 145 right now. Logan with the 10. Thank you so much for that. It's another Trizzy shot. King Malibu said, Chase hit it. San Francisco! Rick Torres, Chase, can we still get a right tackle or someone who converted to right tackle? Rick, stay tuned. Literally, our first segment takes a look at 6 right tackles who are available for the Niners to sign in free agency. Rick, I know you'll like this because I know you work out. You're into your fitness.
Rick.
A couple of weeks ago, 2 Saturdays ago, I was bench pressing, right? And ever since I had knee tendonitis, I've been doing more cross training. I ended my running streak at 300 straight days, but as I was dealing with tendonitis since early January, I started to do more weightlifting, which I really enjoyed. But I bench pressed a couple Saturdays ago, kind of bouncing the bar off my chest. I have a bruised chest or sternum, and my back is also bruised. I am in shambles right now, Rick. It is not good. And it's a sensitive area with the chest because you're always breathing, right? So you're not able to kind of heal all that quickly. Doesn't feel great. Baby Cakes. Chase, can you vape in Texas? I believe so. What'd you say, Trace? Oh. Let's see. I was told to look at the Venmo. Oh, Kennedy with the 10. Kennedy. $10 Venmo right here. We appreciate it. She said, Trace, let's see a shot.
Let's do it.
So that's 2 shots.
I'm getting the graphic ready.
That's 2 shots for Trace.
Give me 1 sec. I'm getting the graphic set.
Yeah, by the way, Baby Cakes, I don't like vaping. I think that if you see people vaping, it's a little bit of a violation. If you do, though, I ain't stopping you. You can live your life. I just don't like to do it personally. But Baby Cakes is talking about that green. Takes time to heal. Try using some of the Smith machines for benching from Rick. Yeah, I've been doing a lot of resistance bands. I'm also trying to get rid of my knee tendonitis now, so I'm doing a lot of plyometrics and all that type of stuff. King Malibu. Chase hit the tub with Epsom salt to relax. Try to muscle rub it out like icy hot. Yeah, so I do cold plunges every day. Epsom salts is a good one. I actually just cleaned my bathtub last weekend. It wasn't dirty. Just needed to clean it up a little bit. So I'll probably hop in there. It's a good idea. And then I have this Theragun, too, that I've been using on my back today. But my gosh, I'm in shambles. The thing with the chest bruise, too, it's like not muscular. It's like bone bruise. So that's why it hurts. But we've been doing these shows injured all throughout the week because we ain't scared. Baby Cakes got the 420 pills. Yes, they do. Not here in Texas, though. So Kennedy with the $10 Venmo. Thank you, Kennedy.
Appreciate it, Kennedy.
Appreciate it.
See you tomorrow.
Trey's taking a shot right now. Brandon Kingsbury, you need some growth hormone, brother. Honestly, they should legalize it in professional sports, I believe. I'm not even kidding.
For what?
Growth hormone?
Oh,
growth hormone, HGH?
Yeah.
Because if you legalize it, right, a guy who tears an Achilles might be able to bounce back quicker, and a guy who tears an ACL might be able to bounce back quicker. The recovery process is very sped up with HGH. Not legal in Major League Baseball, of course, or in professional sports, but it wouldn't surprise me if at some point they do legalize it. Brandon said it's fantastic. Yeah, I've looked into not that type of stuff, more so natural remedies, but a bunch of stuff that you can do for continued weight gain and muscle enhancers. AFX Apocalypse, I see you. Bryant, I see you. That's a big bottle. Yes, it is. Handle a fireball. So one more
You
time.
can't be scared out here.
Super chat menu here. We're $55 away from 200. We're about to officially start the show. A lot of you are asking about right tackle. Niners still have a big question mark there. We're going to take a look at the top available right tackles in free agency. And then after that, take a look at some Trey Lance trade ideas put together by Bleacher Report. It's going to have some people fired up, but I'm all about having those open-minded conversations. Shout out Rick Torres. AFX Apocalypse, Baby Cakes, Dustin, Brandon, John, Bryant, all in the chat right now. Continue to get the chat flowing. We're 14 likes away from 100. We should be at 100 by the end of this segment. You can go intro screen here, Trace, if you want, just to make your job a little bit easier. Top right tackle options for San Francisco in free agency, because during our live show a couple of days ago, we mentioned some guys in the draft. What'd you say? Nah, no loot. Watch these college games. All right, let's get the show started right now. It's the 49ers Report Live, and the official show begins right now. All right, here we go. Welcome in. You're watching the San Francisco 49ers Report by Chat Sports. I'm Chase Senior. Hope all of you out there are getting set to have a fantastic weekend. On today's show, 49ers still have a massive question mark at starting right tackle. So we're going to take a look at the top available free agent right tackles on the market. On Tuesday during our live show, we talked about some draft prospects at that position who the Niners could look to draft at the end of April. But today, free agency guys still available. Before we begin, though, I want to thank everybody out there for your continued support of us here on the 49ers Report. Myself, producer Trizzy Trace, we've been grinding, we've been hustling, giving you multiple shows per day throughout free agency. And ever since I took over the channel in April of 2021, we've been able to grow it. I took over at about 30,000 subscribers, and last night, got the notification we officially reached another milestone of 80,000 subscribers. Now, make sure that you keep on tuning in, because we put in an order for a Jerry Rice jersey. Once it comes in, we're going to celebrate this milestone live. But next up on the docket for our accomplishments and achievements, it's 100,000 subscribers. That brings you to the upper echelon of all YouTubers out there, and we're starting new on our new goal here. Currently at 80,000 subscribers, Trace, and now 20,000 people away from 100,000 subscribers. When that happens, YouTube will send us a plaque, and we are going to go bananas here on the show. Once again, just wanted to pay a thank you to everybody out there. Before we take a look at these right tackles, today's show is made possible thanks to our friends at Roan. I am wearing their commuter shirt right now, and their commuter collection, which offers the world's most comfortable dress pants, polos, quarter zips, and more, can have you looking fresh, going from 18 holes of golf to work, vice versa, or if you're hosting shows here at Chat Sports. You know what? When you think about dress shirts, right? Isn't it a pain when they don't fit, when they're a little bit too long, loose fitting in the chest as well as in the arms, and they have that crappy material? It sucks. How about pants? Such a pain when they're uncomfortable, tight, too loose, or never your size, or you can't match them with anything in your closet. Put an end to that with the commuter collection. For the Niner gang, 20% off your order at rone.com/chatsports. Use the promo code chatsports. Looking good is easy, and it's time to feel confident without the hassle. And with Rone's wrinkle release technology, the more you wear their products, the wrinkles release over time. Forget the dry cleaner, folks. So, one more time, RHONE.com/chatsports. Promo code chatsports for 20% off your order. With that, drum roll, please. The top right tackles who San Francisco could still sign in NFL free agency. Let's begin with George Fant here. Formerly of the New York Jets, it does not look as though he is going to return to that organization. Spent the majority of 2022 playing right tackle, has the experience to play at left tackle as well. Per Pro Football Focus, Fant didn't have a good year in 2022. Allowed 5 sacks and 27 quarterback pressures a year ago. Good for an overall Pro Football Focus grade of 48.4. We're talking about him first because I think he is on the bottom of the list for right tackle options for the Niners. Tackle number 2, Brandon Shell. Some people familiar with him because he played some for the Seattle Seahawks. After being with Seattle for 2 years, he was the Dolphins' right tackle in 2022 under head coach Mike McDaniel. And according to PFF, he actually earned a better grade than George Fant. 64.9 overall grade from him. He would be a scheme fit under Kyle Shanahan because of his experience playing in Mike McDaniel's system, which of course he learned thanks to the tutelage of Kyle Shanahan. So we're 2 names in, some more to go to. But first, we want to hear from you down in the comment section right now. What would you rather do at right tackle if you were running things and football operations for this organization? Would you rather draft one, type D, sign one in free agency, which is the purpose of this show, type S? Tackle number 3, Cameron Fleming. Mike McGlinchey is pretty much replacing Cameron Fleming. He's no longer going to be the right tackle. McGlinchey is after getting the bag, and my goodness, did he get paid handsomely. Fleming started last year and certainly had an up and down, somewhat of a choppy campaign. He would be a stopgap option for San Francisco. A little bit older than some of the players who we're talking about. At 30 years old, he has played both tackle spots. I do believe that versatility is pretty important. Solid in the ground game, which is, of course, important in Kyle Shanahan's outside zone scheme, as well as in the pass game. Donovan Smith might be the most noteworthy name on this list, might be the best player among the players who we're breaking down on today's 49ers Report. He is one of the better tackles, not just on the show today, but one of the better tackles in the National Football League. Here's the issue with him. He's primarily a left tackle. Still only 29 years old, been in the league for a little while, was holding it down, protecting for Tom Brady. You would have to convince him to play right tackle, which he has never done before in his NFL career. But last year, solid campaign for him, although it was a down year for that Bucs offensive line in its entirety. 908 snaps, 633 of them coming via pass blocking snaps. Was whistled 12 times for penalties, gave up 6 sacks, 7 hits allowed, 31 pressures, not a good number. That's something that obviously he's trying to improve. An overall Pro Football Focus grade of 58.1, pass blocking grade of 70, run blocking grade of 41.5. But as I said, that entire Bucs offensive line was really, really bad. One of my favorite names on this list is Isaiah Wynn. He's a young player. He has pedigree. Just 27 years old, former first-round pick in 2018 out of Georgia by the New England Patriots. And this is a guy who's shown some flashes of being a very solid player, but can he put it all together? Can the Niners develop a player like this? And can you get him for a bargain-based type of contract in which you get good bang for your buck? Whether it's short-term and or little money, he ends up maximizing, playing really well, and then you have your answer at right tackle if you don't address this with another player or in the NFL draft. Now, Wynn season cut short because of a foot injury. 9 games, 7 starts for New England, 423 snaps, so his workload a little bit lesser than Donovan Smith. 229 pass blocking snaps. He had 9 penalties, gave up 4 sacks, 2 hits allowed, 17 pressures in those 229 pass blocking snaps. Overall Pro Football Focus grade of 54.6. League average is 70, by the way. Pass blocking grade of 52.8. Run blocking grade of 63.2. 9 games and 7 starts, obviously, because of that aforementioned foot injury. Here's the thing about those Pro Football Focus grades. Sometimes you really dive into them, right? and they do tell a story. Sometimes they're a little bit too analytical and nerdy for me. A wild card option that's picking up some steam in some NFL circles, DJ Fluker. Also spent some time with the Seattle Seahawks, Jacksonville Jaguars, Miami Dolphins, but was drafted in the first round by the Los Angeles Chargers back in 2013, and obviously they were the San Diego Chargers. He worked out at Alabama's Pro Day a couple of days ago throughout this week, has not played since 2020. And you look at his body transformation. This is why a lot of people are talking about him on social media. They're looking at him and they're saying, look, he got rid of the gut. He slimmed down a little bit. Looks to be pretty athletic. He was drafted in the first round at one point. Can he tap into that potential and maybe have a resurgence in his NFL career? Certainly looks great here in terms of his athleticism. Looked to be moving pretty well in that Alabama Pro Day too. A lot of people liked him coming out of Alabama, but with the Los Angeles Chargers did not live up to first-round expectations. The thing I like about him, I don't like that he hasn't played in a couple of years, but what I do like, he can literally play almost any position on the offensive line outside of center. Right tackle snaps throughout his career, more than 2,300. Has played a lot of right guard, really primarily there, at more than 3,700 snaps. He's played left tackle on 306 snaps, 108 games played in his career, which does include 96 starts. So if San Francisco were to take a flyer on him, you think about him as maybe an option who you bring in as a training camp body, maybe he ends up playing really well. Although, color me skeptical too, because he hasn't played in a couple of years. So with that, our poll question to round things out here, which tackle among the 6 that we discussed do you like the best? And as I said, go back and watch our live show from Tuesday. We talked about some draft options as well, free agency options on today's show. Drop us a name down in the comment section, share your thoughts, and as always, appreciate all of you for watching. All right, we'll give you some shout-outs here. Mike Concho saying, hey, John Wallace. Lyle is in the chat. Logan is here. John Wallace back at it. David Montez, what's up? John Wallace said, David, he wants unreal money at this point of his career. Who are you talking about? Oh, Odell Beckham Jr.? Now, he has changed that asking price, John, as well as David. It was $20 million. I'm calling cap on that. No chance that a player who didn't play last year at wide receiver, who's older, 2 ACL tears, is going to get $20 million. If the asking price is a little bit lower, I'm somewhat intrigued by the idea. John Wallace with another $5 super chat. We are officially $50 away from 200. John said, absolutely Isaiah Wynn. That's what I said. What could he cost? There may be a diamond in the rough in the draft. Yeah, there could be in the 3rd round, but you could also look at Isaiah Wynn as a diamond in the rough too, right? This is a guy who was drafted in the 1st round by New England, has played solid football. They used to have Dante Scarnecchia, who is arguably the best offensive line coach in the history of the league. He then retired. And after that, Isaiah Wynn has struggled a little bit, but I do like the player. I like the ability there. So Super Chat menu, John sent in a 5. You know what that means. Niner mug cheers. If you send us in a $10 Super Chat, Trace will do some shots. $20, a Niner mug chug. $50, shotgun or a funnel. And if you send us in an $80 Super Chat to celebrate 80,000 subs, we'll send you an autographed photo. That's what we did for our guy Brian a little bit earlier. We'll get him that photo after the show. Also, if you send in a $500 Venmo, you get a custom Niners jersey with whatever name you want on the back, whatever jersey number you want. We'll wear it on the show. Then we'll retire it into the 49ers Report rafters, and then we'll send you the jersey as well. We'll do that for a $500 Venmo. I'm on Venmo at Chase_Senior. A couple of QR codes that you can scan as well. If you want to send that in, just let us know if you do send it in, and we'll get you hooked up. Also, we did have a first-time Super Chatter today, and because of that, we had this special graphic for Jonathan Jimenez. First-time Super Chatters. We'll go nuts. We'll ring this bell. We'll show you the fancy graphic, and we'll celebrate you by chanting your name. Our Super Chat goals for today. We're getting close. $500. 20 from San Fran 49. Our Super Chat goals, $500. Trizzy will go shirtless. $1,000. Stone Cold Steve Austin cheers from Trizzy. $1,500. John Wallace will get him a custom jersey. Long road to get to there. but we're on the road.
We're going to get there.
San Fran 49 with the 20. Hey, Chase, what do you think about this trade? Aiyuk and a third rounder to New York, to the Giants for a first and second rounder this year, then go out, maybe sign OBJ and trade for someone, win-win both sides. So if you traded away Aiyuk, I'm not packaging him as well with the third rounder. You know, if you want to send him to the Giants and you get that first rounder, 25th overall, do you draft a position of more importance? Right tackle, a future left tackle, because you're not sure how much time Trent Williams has left. I think that could be the play. If you do trade Aiyuk, it would make sense to either draft a stud wide receiver or sign one to replace that production. Lyle! So San Fran 49, I wouldn't trade Aiyuk. I think he's a stud. I did a video on this yesterday. Make sure you check it out. I think that he's an emerging superstar in this league. He's gotten better every year that he's been in the NFL. I love his story. JUCO guy to Arizona State. More than 1,000 yards for the first time last year in his career. Yards after the catch ability, contested catch ability. You can utilize him goal line to goal line, slot, out wide. Great footwork, great route runner, great run blocker as well. That's a guy you want to build your franchise around. Lyle! 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 That's a shotgun here.
Go away, Siri.
That's a shotgun. Shotguns for Lyle.
Lyle!
What did Coop say before he hopped out?
He said, basketball games start in 30. We'll see ya.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not going to lie. We're not going to do a crazy long show just because the NCAA tournament games start in about a half hour.
And we got to watch them.
I'm really trying to watch them. So if you want to send in super chats, get them in right now. We'll probably be live for another 20 minutes or so. All right?
Yeah.
About 20 minutes or so. Unless things get absolutely insane. Then, of course, we might hang out.
Yeah, like 500. I mean, we do have a TV here. I'm just going to throw that out there.
We do.
If we get like 500, 600 in soups or something like that, like just at once, like, yeah.
AFX said, oh, no, you're doing a long show. Well, if the big super chats come in, then maybe. You never know.
Keep them coming, AFX.
This is for Lyle.
Rip it, tip it, chug, 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 chug. AFX says, no, don't leave me. Don't you dare leave me. I need Father Trace today. AFX, I'm here, bro. You got me at least for another 20, 30.
At least for another 20, 30.
And you follow me on IG, man.
JD1, this stream is awesome and cool, guys. Thank you so much.
JD1, you're a cool guy.
Look, for those of you who have never sent in a super chat, we have some cool graphics, and we'll celebrate you if you do send in a first-time super chat. It can be $1, but if you send in a first-time super chat, we get notified now by YouTube. This was not a thing before, and we'll ring the bell for you, give you a custom graphic, and every $100 that we get, I'll put it on the Toby Willis helmet. So we just passed 200.
It's so fun. Hold on. I'm going to make Chase bigger. I'm going to make him bigger. Look how dope this is. This shit is so cool. I know you guys want us to rock this thing all night. Come on now. Also, I saw John Wallace say that he loves the super chat graphic, so that's pretty cool.
Awesome. John Wallace with another 5.
Speaking of the man himself. Speaking of the legend.
Who you got, State or Bama?
I just don't want Bama to win. I personally don't like coaches that condone murder.
That's he didn't condone it. Let's be real. He just didn't penalize Brandon Miller. And was a little bit tone deaf. He's a little bit tone deaf with the situation. I thought what Nick Saban said about him, it was pretty on point.
It's pretty funny.
Now, I'm in shambles because I had UCLA winning it all over Alabama. And in my brackets, I was top 5 before UCLA lost last night. So I'm in shambles over that. I do have Alabama in the title game. I like Alabama to win tonight. I think that Alabama and UConn are the two most impressive teams so far in the tournament.
Teams too.
Hottest
UConn's
teams as
so
well.
Hot right now.
John Wallace, Niner mug chug for you.
And Bryant, $10.
Let's go, Bryant. Let's go, Bryant.
Let's
man.
go.
My man, Bryant. Another shot for Trez.
Cheers, brother.
BC.
BC.
Mike Concho got it started. Type those BCs in the chat. BC for our boy Bryant. New Jersey's own. AFX says, I'm a Super Chat virgin. Well, if you send in a Super Chat, we'll pop your Super Chat cherry, and you'll get a custom graphic here on the show. So,
Pop your Super Chat cherry. You know you want to. You know
do
you
it.
want to.
Bryant, Alex, John, AFX, Rick Torres, Logan, all typing those BCs. Wet Noodle still hanging out. Lyle.
Lau.
Nah, I'm waiting till marriage from AFX. That's funny. Wet Noodle said, go Zags, Washington's own. Awesome story.
Dude,
Mark Few has done a great job. What a great game. What a great game. Did you notice that Mark Few dialed up the Jay Wright play where Ryan Arcidiacono pitched it back to Chris Jenkins in the title game in 2016 against UNC? Chris Jenkins, bang. Mark Few did the same play last night. All right. We're going to talk some Trey Lance trade stuff coming up next, but if you have a question, we can get that featured on the show as well. So make sure you use the hashtag 49ers. You have about a minute to do that right now. Hashtag 49ers. That way Trace is able to filter through all of these comments, pop them up on the screen here. Hashtag 49ers or Super Chat to get on the show. Hashtag 49ers or Super Chat to get featured on the show. All right, so we're going to talk some Trey Lance trade ideas from Bleacher Report. Like I said, on the back half of this segment, we'll start taking your questions as well as your Super Chats. Get them in right now. Yep. One of the big looming conversations and debates among the faithful throughout this offseason: could the 49ers trade Trey Lance? Does it make sense? What could San Francisco get back for him? On today's show, going to take a look at some Trey Lance trade ideas that Bleacher Report put together. Before we get started, though, just want to thank everybody once more. I'm going to continue to praise all of you for supporting the show and thanking all of you for helping us get past 80,000 subscribers. The next goal on the docket, 100,000 subscribers, which enters us into a different stratosphere among content creators on YouTube. Once that does happen, YouTube will send us a plank. So we're really starting off anew here. 20,000 subs left to get to 100K. When is it going to happen? I predict at some point during the NFL season. And if it comes during a watch party, it's going to be absolutely bananas. All right, let's go back to Trey Lance here. I would not trade Trey Lance. I would give him ample opportunities and every opportunity to earn the starting quarterback role throughout this offseason. And he's going to have an opportunity to do that. Brock Purdy's going to be sidelined because of that elbow surgery. I don't believe that Sam Darnold is going to take over the QB1 duties. Now is the time for Trey Lance to prove to this organization, to the coaching staff, to his teammates, that he can live up and fulfill the expectations of being the number 3 pick in 2021 and be the guy that a lot of people envision him being when he was selected out of North Dakota State. But does the signing of Sam Darnold tell a story? Is San Francisco worried about Trey? So they bring in a guy with upside in Darnold, who's still really young, who's never had stability or continuity at USC with Clay Helton, with the Jets, or with the Carolina Panthers. Do the 49ers even trust Trey Lance to produce or stay healthy? And are they looking to move on? Let's talk about all of this. My thoughts on Lance. I'm a believer in him. I think he can be a really good player. I still think there's untapped potential within Trey Lance's body. He just hasn't had the opportunity to prove it. He turns 23 years old in May. All he needs is experience. Unfortunately for him, hasn't gotten a lot of it. 21 combined starts going back to 2019 from his time at North Dakota State with the Bison, and 4 starts at the NFL level. But great size, really good athleticism. You can run RPO. He can really complete any throw on the football field, but can he do it consistently? That's what Kyle Shanahan wants from his quarterbacks. A guy who can distribute it, get the ball to his playmakers in space so that they can pick up yards after the catch. And with Trey, this is the biggest thing he needs to work on here. Point number 5, needs to iron out his accuracy issues and the mechanics, sometimes a little bit too clunky. So, Bleacher Report putting together these 3 trade ideas, and I want to gauge your thoughts on these trade ideas. This one with the Miami Dolphins. 49ers receive a 3rd-round pick in this year's draft, as well as a 6th-round pick. Miami Dolphins get Trey Lance. Obviously, with Tua, not sure what his health status is going to be. Miami Dolphins did exercise his 5th-year option, but this is interesting because it teams up Trey Lance with his former offensive coordinator in Mike McDaniel, who was here during the 2021 season when Trey Lance was a rookie. Mike McDaniel is a very creative offensive mind, just like Kyle Shanahan, because Kyle Shanahan was his mentor. So what could Mike McDaniel do with Trey Lance? A lot of interesting things, and they had the weapons that kind of suit what Lance does well. Throwing the deep ball, not as accurate, I mean athleticism to get out to the perimeter, so that's somewhat interesting. Another team with the quarterback question mark is the New York Jets. The trade for Aaron Rodgers has not officially happened yet. It's New York, it's Green Bay, jockeying right now, going back and forth, riding the seesaw on their negotiating asking price to pull off the trade. So if the Jets were to not get Aaron Rodgers, this trade could happen worth a couple of draft picks, which we just showed you. This only does happen if the Jets do not land Aaron Rodgers. Because let me pose this question for you. What the hell are the abysmal Jets going to do if they don't get Aaron Rodgers? You can't tell me they're going back to Zach Wilson. They're not going to draft a quarterback right with where they are in the upcoming NFL draft. A lot of the top-tier backup fringe starters are off the market. Derek Carr is playing for the New Orleans Saints. So what would the Jets do? Would they be forced into a scenario in which they have to trade for Trey Lance? That's what makes that one interesting. One more trade idea to get to, then we'll start answering your questions as well as your super chats. What is Trey Lance worth in a trade? As of right now, we're seeing a lot of mid to late round picks coming back as compensation. Be honest with me. Let me know. Don't be biased. I want your honest thoughts. Trade idea with the Tennessee Titans. 49ers receive a 3rd-round pick in this year's draft and a 5th-round pick in this year's draft at the end of April. And the Titans get Trey Lance. You can't convince me that Ryan Tannehill is it. Did you watch Malik Willis last year? He was awful. This one, pretty fascinating because it reunites Trey Lance with the guy who was in the front office, who did some scouting on Trey Lance, who was a part of the front office that traded up to take Trey Lance, number 3 overall, and exhausting 3 future first-round picks to take Lance, and Rand Carthen, who's been the director of player personnel for San Francisco and is now calling the shots in Nashville for the Titans. And you think about what Rand Carthen has done. Signed former Niner Azeez Al-Shire. Signed former Niner Arden Key. Signed former Niner Daniel Brunskill. Could he bring in another former Niner in Trey Lance? So which trade idea do you like? We cooked up 3 for you thanks to Bleacher Report. 1, 2, or 3. You let us know down in the comment section. And with that, Real One roll call. If you're a supporter of the show, you love the San Francisco 49ers, you like our content, and you're a part of the Real One movement, get yourselves a Real One shirt right now. Chatsports.com/Real1. Red shirts available. Black shirts available. All right now, if you head to chatsports.com/Real1, you see me rock this on the show. You've seen producer Trizzy Trace rock this on the show as well. The real ones know about it. Let's start to take your questions and your super chats. Daywalker, 49ers Chat Best Channel. Keep up the great work. Daywalker, thank you so much for your support of the show. If you agree with them, give me a DW down in the comment section for Daywalker. John Wallace with 5. It would be amazing to hit 100,000 subscribers for the start of the season. Keep Trey, and Trey has to get that continuity. He does. He needs the experience as well. So with 100,000 subs, let's put this into context, right? I took over for Thomas Mott, NFL draft in 2021, when, by the way, my last mock draft, I predicted Trey Lance to the Niners. You know, just had to initiate myself a little bit. And at that time, about 30,000 subscribers. So in less than 2 years, we've grown this channel by 50,000 subscribers about. I think that 100K can happen at some point during the season. By the start of the season might be a little bit difficult. You know how we can change that? You subscribe. for free daily shows on San Francisco. My guy Rick Torres, Chase, can we still get a right tackle, or can someone be converted to right tackle? Couple of options that we've talked about here on the show. There are some draft options. There are some free agency options. Isaiah Wynn is the guy that makes a lot of sense to me. You don't have to worry about convincing him to go from left tackle to right tackle because he's been a right tackle. It's a player with some pedigree, drafted in the first round out of Georgia by New England. I think that he's played well in moments throughout his NFL career, and because he's played poorly of late, you could get him for a pretty affordable price. But San Francisco locked and loaded with 3 picks in the third round, 99, 101, 102. Or if they trade up, they could get a tackle there as well. My guy Logan, if the Niners do draft another wide receiver, who would you want them to go for? Whew. Parker Washington out of Penn State is a player who I really like. He is like 5'10", 5'11", and 215, 220 pounds. So he's a pretty physical wideout. Love what he did with Penn State this past year. San Fran 49, $20 donation. Thank you so much. This is coming via the Super Chat function. If you want to donate to the show via Super Thanks, there's that dollar icon right by the comment section. We'll give you a shout out on a show if you send us in a Super Thanks as well. Hey, Chase, what do you think of this trade? Aiyuk in a third rounder to New York for a first and second rounder this year. Then you go out, maybe sign OBJ or trade for someone. Win-win for both sides. Now, a lot of people might be watching this right now and saying, trading away Brandon Aiyuk, how is it a win for San Francisco? It would be a win in this theoretical theoretical context. Excuse me. It's a Friday. Brain fart. It's all good. You're okay. Rip me in the comment section if you want. It would make sense in this context if you traded with the Giants, you get pick 25, and you get your future right tackle. Because what's a more important position than wide receiver? Probably right tackle. You got to protect the quarterback. In this scheme, you got to pave open running lanes for your stable of backs. The NFL draft nowadays is littered with some really, really good wide receiver talent. Let me say, though, I would not trade away Brandon Aiyuk. I would try to find a way to pay him. I think he's special. I think he's a borderline top 10 wide receiver. I've said for a really long time he's better than CD Lamb. I would not trade Aiyuk and a third rounder. I would just trade Aiyuk straight up for 25. But again, I wouldn't do that. I could just see the logical sense being made by this front office if they prioritize offensive line over wide receiver, which I could see them doing because smart organizations do that. AFX. What about trading for Jedrick Wills? It's not a bad point. I just don't think that he's going to be on the trade block. Jedrick Wills is the offensive tackle for the Browns, also a product of Alabama. He's a good player, though. Cleveland, they're not going to trade him away. Our guy Evan Hinders, you're an amazing host, but do you think the 49ers should sign Will Fuller? Didn't play last year. Vertical threat when he's been on the field. He's been a really intriguing option, but he's been injured far too much. He is as brittle as some dollar store toilet paper. So with that, who is your favorite Niner of all time? My goodness, this illustrious, historic, legendary franchise that is the owner of 5 Super Bowl championships has seen a lot of good players trot through and rock the scarlet, red, gold, and white. I'm going Jerry Rice. Who's yours? Drop me a name down in the comments. All right, let's go. What up? What are you doing this weekend? Where are you going tonight? Got you. Nice. And what? PT? Or other? Other. Oh, all right. Hope it goes well. So who's your favorite Niner of all time? We'll give you some shouts here. Some good names I'm seeing come through.
AFX is asking, what are we doing this weekend? I know tonight. Chase
tonight
and I
we're
are gonna
watching
go
the tourney
watch
games.
basketball, yeah.
That's really what we're doing.
And then I have to watch my diabetic dog at my parents' house this weekend.
Your
so
diabetic dog?
Yeah, we found out last week that one of my dogs has diabetes, so that's pretty cool.
Yikes.
Yeah, I have to give it insulin shots twice a day.
Where?
In the neck.
Okay.
Like behind the collar.
Better place than somewhere else.
Yeah, I'd agree. Brian!
Brian! Some shouts to the favorite Niners here. Seeing Joe Montana, Jerry Rice,
Joe Montana,
Frank Gore,
Joe Montana,
Jerry the
Joe
Real Goat
Montana.
Rice. Let's see. John Taylor, from Lyle. Roger Craig,
I owe another
unsung
shot.
hero right there.
Son of a gun. Brian,
Yeah, Trace is going to owe a shot here.
are you trying to get me hammered? Because you're doing a good job of it.
Yeah, unfortunately, Trace's Arkansas Razorbacks did lose last night in the Sweet 16.
You hate
But a
to
good
see
run.
it.
3 straight
Three
Sweet
straight
16
Sweet
appearances.
16s for Eric Musselman. Since he's been there, they've made it. So that's pretty cool. Pretty cool stat.
John Wallace at the 5. John Taylor, second option. Tom Rathman. Jerry is automatic. That's good stuff right there.
Those are good ones.
What was Bryant's? Oh, he just sent
He
it
said
10.
And then Gump.
Bryant was just flexing on everybody.
That's just what
Just
he does.
flexing
It's
on
just
him.
what he does.
Just flexing on
Just
him.
what he does.
Gump Wolf, Ronnie Lott. My gosh. Just an absolute legend. A Niners legend who is absolutely one of one. What's up? I did it all. We're good. Yeah. You dipping? All right. Enjoy.
Have a good weekend.
See ya. Super Chat goals. First of all, we're 25 away from 300.
Let's make that.
We have 10 minutes left on the stream. Let's do that. 10 minutes left on the stream. NCAA tournament games begin in 11 minutes. So 10 minutes left on the stream. Can we get to any of these Super Chat goals here? $500, Trizzy will take off his shirt. I know all of you want to see that. It's all it's all man.
It's all man.
It's all man.
Hey, just make sure your girlfriend ain't watching.
$1,000, Trace will do the Stone Cold Steve Austin cheers. He'll bang beers on his head. $1,500, John Wallace will get him a custom jersey. If not now, then later for J-Dub.
Big Bo.
Big Bo. Big Bo. Big Bo. The Cowboy Justin Smith. Dude, I'll tell you this, man. Him as a pass rusher, an absolute stud, a dog, a guy who epitomized toughness, a guy who was just phenomenal. And it's not like he was freaky athletic. He was just a massive dude who would just overpower opposing offensive linemen. So good. So good. The Cowboy Justin Smith. We're 11 away from 300.
Come on, let's get to 300. Hey, and Brad, appreciate it. I'll definitely give that channel a look for my diabetic dog.
By the way, Justin Smith and Alden Smith as a pass rushing combo, it's a damn shame those teams under Harbaugh didn't win at least one Super Bowl. They were so damn good. Bryant Coard, it's all love, Trace. It's all love and it's all shots.
Bryant, they're starting to add up, my friend. You might be having some fun here soon.
Big Bo, Niner mug cheers.
Come on, let's get to 300. We're 11 away. Come on, let's make it happen. We can't log off with.
Can you do a clock on the double box easily or not?
Let me find the graphic.
Yeah,
Let me find the graphic.
yeah. If you want to do it,
let me find it.
We'll set it for 5:30 so people can see a countdown. So as of right now, 9 minutes left on our stream. We have to sign off at 6:30 Eastern, 3:30 Pacific, because we're trying to watch the tournament games and we've been grinding our asses off. We just want to enjoy ourselves. So in the meantime, Niner mug cheers for 5, Trey shots for 10, 20 Niner mug chug, 50 a shotgun or a funnel, $80 to celebrate us surpassing 80,000 subs. You get a signed photo. Oh! Lyle and Bryant. Bryant with the 11 sneakily. That got us to 300, and then Lyle gets us to 350. So we're 150 away from Trace popping the top. Oh, man, Lyle. That's going to be a Trace Freedom funnel coming up. It's all good. If we did it, that would have been fun, but all good. Just got to be text box, right?
I'm just gonna fucking override it. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna make it work.
We don't need the franchise tag deadline.
Boom.
And then let's do 7 minutes, starting now.
Okay.
So we're gonna go 7-minute shot clock here. 7 minutes left.
Pretty much actually exactly what it is.
Yeah.
7 minutes.
7 minutes left on the live stream. We're signing off in 7 minutes. We're signing off in 7 minutes so that your boys here can actually have some fun and watch the NCAA tournament. We've been grinding our tails off. It's time for us to enjoy ourselves tonight and watch the tournament.
Bryant.
So how much can we get in Super Chats over the next 640 and ticking? Bryant with the 11. Lyle with the 50. Let's blow the roof off this mother. Bang! Bang! Niner gang!
Bang!
That's a Freedom Funnel from Trace. And since we got another 100, surpassing 3,
we're
putting on the
50
Toby
away
Willis
from
helmet
400. 150 away from me taking my shirt off. Who wants to see it? Who wants to see it? Cheers.
Bang! Bang! Trizzy, 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 Trizzy.
Ah! 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 There you go. Man. Happy dads go down easy. It's wild. These things are good.
All right, 5:30 left on the shot clock. $500. Trace pops the top, and you know what? I'll join him as well. Fuck it.
Fuck it!
Fuck it.
Fuck it! Fuck it!
I love Lyle's energy too. Let's blow the roof off this mother.
Bang!
Trying Ryan. Only if I see a Niner jersey, bro. Sorry. Get the Debo jersey.
I'll be right back.
Get the Debo
I'll be right
jersey.
back. I'll be
Trying
right
Ryan.
back.
We're getting it for you.
I'll be right back.
Trying Ryan. I'm faded. Wear the Rice jersey. We ordered it. We're just waiting for it to come. We'll see when it comes. We ordered it. So got the Jerry Rice jersey, number 80 for 80,000 subs. When we get the jersey, we'll celebrate here on the show. And we hope that the real ones are there to celebrate. I'll throw this on for the remaining few minutes of the show. Trying Ryan wanted to see it.
Debo.
Whoa! Debo.
Whoa!
Debo.
Whoa!
By the way, how much of a dad look is a dress shirt underneath the jersey?
I was literally about to say, did you just get finished doing your taxes and then head to the tailgate? Goodness.
Well, good old Sonny boy, you better eat your Brussels sprouts and get those greens down.
You better remember to drink your milk so you can get strong bones.
This is unbelievable. This is
Hold on,
hilarious.
I'm gonna make Chase big real quick. You guys just
even when I am a dad, I am not going to wear this
God,
look. Can you change my L3 to Dad Chase?
Yes. Change your name tag. I got it.
Well, I'm ready to head to the
want it- you
Little
want it
League baseball game there, Sonny boy.
Father Chase.
This is Chase Senior Jr. and Chase Senior Senior here, all in one. Father Chase. Father Chase. We got the dad vibes here for the final 320.
That's so funny.
Oh my gosh.
Dude, that's good.
I'm looking like Tyler Jones, actually.
A little bit. All right.
9 from Johnny. Debo.
Whoa.
Debo. Whoa. Debo. Whoa. See, Gump Wolf, Big Daddy Chase. Maybe that's what I'll go by whenever I have kids.
I'm not gonna lie, I almost put Daddy Chase there.
Daddy Chase. Steve-O said jail. Hey, we can all laugh about it, right? I should be in jail for this outfit, though. There's no doubt about it.
You got Trizzy Trace and Daddy Chase. Let's freaking go.
So here's a look. This is a look right here. And here's a look at where we are with Super Chats with 2:30 and ticking left. Can we get to 400 over the next sub 2:30? We're signing off in 2:20 and ticking. Here's our Super Chat menu. If we get to 400, I'll shotgun another happy dad.
Come on!
We can get there. AFX, you look like a soccer dad? Totally. Ref, where's the foul? Where's the foul? Where's the foul, ref?
Hey, coach.
Come on.
Hey, coach. My son hasn't been seeing the field too much.
Johnny, that's 10 free throws, and you better make all of them.
You ain't eating dinner.
You can't cost us down the stretch again, Johnny.
So good.
Marlene, you shut your yap. I'm trying to coach these boys right now.
Excuse me, Deborah. I don't need you coaching from the stands. Thank you very much.
Daywalker with the 5. 35 away from 400.
Come on. Let's get there. We have a minute 20. Don't let us down.
If you send in a super chat for the first time, we'll ring the bell for you, and we have a custom graphic as well. 110 left. Can we get to 400 in the next minute and change? We're signing off after this. We get to 400, another shotgun coming your way.
Cheers, Daywalker.
Daywalker, rock that jersey. Hey, we got it.
It's clean. It's clean.
It's clean.
You can't tell me you're not enjoying the
Total
start to the
dad
weekend
look
with
right
us.
here. We're under a minute.
1 minute remaining.
AFX, this is so stupid. Yeah, I know. It's hilariously stupid.
Hey, it's what we do. It's what we do.
We did 2 segments talking football. Oh!
$1!
Pop the top! Pop the top! Pop the top! Pop the top!
Let's
Pop
go!
the top! Oh, Trace is popping the top. Woo! 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and oh yeah. We got to 500. Clap it up for everybody.
Because why is it off again?
Oh, man. Try and Ryan. Okay, Chase, what else about the Niners, bro? We did 2 segments today.
We did.
So that's what we talked about.
Macho! Oh, my goodness. Okay, so I'm going to do a funnel, a fireball for Bryant. I'm going to do a fireball funnel for Bryant because I'm out of beer / Happy Dads. This is the best I got. Cheers.
All right. I'll go shotgun without my shirt as well. Uh-oh. We need Tyler Jones to take off his shirt from AFX. Hit him up. Ask him. All right. Good job, chat, for making it happen. Oh, boy. Here we are.
Hey, this is what my father would refer to as twisted steel and sex appeal. If you don't love everything that you're seeing right now, I don't know what to tell you.
Pop the top.
Pop the top. Pop the top. Pop the top.
Unbelievable.
Hacho with 20. Congrats on 80K.
Hey,
Faithful
thanks,
to the
bro.
Bay. Quest for 6. Thanks, Hacho. Appreciate it. All right, senior. Grip it, rip it, tip it, chug, 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 chug. Bang!
All right, we're about to sign off
Yeah, it's time to go.
so that we can watch these NCAA tournament games. Thanks everybody for getting us to 80,000 subs. Thanks for watching today. My goodness, what a legendary live show once again. We out. King Malibu. Real quick, what happened to Thomas? He's doing his own thing on his own YouTube channel. So, that's it. I just subscribed to you guys. You guys are awesome from JD1. 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 All right. Peace. Enjoy your Friday. Enjoy your weekends. Enjoy the NCAA tournament. Enjoy the content here on the show. We out. Peace.